Hello friends, welcome to our channel Aha Zindagi Tricky Maths. In this lecture, we will discuss some important concepts about compound interest and then we will solve some problems. See, this topic is very important for you. Not only now, it will be helpful in your entire life. I want to share with you one thing. Einstein has told that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world because it is a very powerful force. Okay, so we will try to understand why he told like that. So while when we talk about interest, so in that some important terms will come. So first one is principal. So what is principal? Suppose you are borrowing some money from someone or you are lending to someone, then the money borrowed is called the principal or the sum. Next term is interest. So what is interest? See, if you are borrowing money from someone, why he is giving money to you? Because he wants some profit. He wants some return. So the extra money that you are paying to the lender is called interest. Next term is amount. Amount is nothing but sum of principal and interest, that is the total money paid by the borrower to the lender. Okay. Now compound interest. So interest is of two types. First is simple interest, second is compound interest. So we have discussed simple interest in previous lecture. Now in this lecture we will concentrate only on compound interest. Okay. So see, in simple interest, what is happening? Principal amount remains same throughout the borrowing period. It is not changing. Okay. Every year principal will remain same. But in compound interest, what happens? In this, borrower and the lender agrees to fix a certain period of time or certain unit of time, say yearly or half yearly or maybe quarterly, to settle the previous account. Okay, and what happens? The interest accrued, that is added to the principal and it becomes amount for the first unit of time, but that amount will be treated as principal for the second unit. Similarly, the amount after second unit become principal for the third unit and so on. That's why, see, every after every unit of time or after every period of time, the principal amount is increasing. So interest will also keep on increasing. That's why it is a very powerful tool. And after the agreed period or specified period, the difference between the amount and the money borrowed is called compound interest for that period. Okay. Now we will discuss some important formulas how to calculate compound interest. So let principal is P. Rate of interest is R percent per annum. Okay, it is per annum. And time equal to n number of years. So when interest is compounded annually. What do you mean by compounded annually? So compounded annually means that after every year interest will be added in the principal amount. Okay, and that will become principal for the next time period. So amount is equal to principal into 1 plus rate of interest divided by 100 to the power n. N is the number of years. What if interest is compounded half yearly? So in this case, what happens? After every half year, your principal will change and interest will be added in your principal after every 6 months or after every half year. So amount will be principal into 1 plus, see here we are dividing rate of interest divided by 2 because we want a rate for only half year. That's why it is divided by 2 and whole divided by 100 to the power 2n. Why we have multiplied n by 2? Because number of half years will be twice the number of years. Okay. because every year there will be two half years, so we are multiplying by 2. Similarly, when the interest is compounded quarterly, so in this case, amount equal to principal into 1 plus rate of interest divided by 4, because in every year there will be 4 quarters. So rate of interest per quarter is R divided by 4 divided by 100 to the power 4n. 4 into number of years. Okay. Now, how we calculate when compound total time is in fraction? Okay, compounded annually, but time is in fraction. Say 2 and 2 by half years. So here what we do, we segregate integer portion and fraction portion, and we calculate amount equal to principal into 1 plus r by 100 to the power 2. 2 is the integral portion, so whatever integer is there you have to put here into 1 plus 2 by 5 r by 100. Okay, so this will be less than 100, less than 1, so 1 plus 2 by 5 r by 100. What if rate of interest keep on changing every year? Then in that case, amount will be principal into 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100 into 1 plus R3 by 100, where R1 is the interest rate for first year, for second year it is R2, and for third year it is R3. If the interest rate, suppose R2, is same for 2 years, then what we will do, 1 plus R2 by 100 to the power 2. Okay. So like this we calculate compound amount, and when we have to calculate compound interest we have to subtract the principal. Next one is present worth. So present worth is nothing but principal. Suppose you know the amount, future amount what is, so future amount is rupees X. Okay, after n number of years, rate of interest is R% per annum. Then present worth will be equal to x divided by, x is your amount, divided by 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. Okay, so this is nothing but a rearrangement of the same formula which we have discussed earlier. Now based on our discussion we will solve some problems. So in this problem what is said, after 3 years how much compound interest, means we have to find compound interest, and principal amount is given as rupees 7800 at the interest rate of 5% per annum. So compounding is annually. So how we can calculate? First we will calculate the amount, then we can calculate compound interest by subtracting principal from the amount. So amount will be equal to, what is the formula? P into 1 plus rate of interest divided by 100 to the power n, and after substituting we will get rupees 7800 into 1 plus rate of interest is 5 by 100 to the power, number of years is 3. So when you divide it will become 20, and after taking LCM you will get rupees 7800 into 21 divided by 20 to the power 3. So for calculating this we will write 21 by 23 times. Okay, now it will be easier for us to divide. Double zero will get cancelled. Okay, 39. So when you will calculate this, you will get rupees 9029.475. Now we have to calculate the compound interest. So compound interest will be equal to amount minus principal. So amount is 9029.475 and principal is 7800. So our compound interest will be rupees 1229.475. So this is our answer. We will discuss another problem. See, in this case, what is given? The compound interest is given 5596.80 for a principal amount of 22,000 and time period is 2 years. Okay, interest rate is not given, and what we have to calculate, we have to find the simple interest for the same principal and the same interest rate and the same time period. Okay, so compound interest is given, we have to find the simple interest. So what we can do, we can find the rate of interest from the first information given, that is compound interest, and then we can use the same rate of interest to calculate the simple interest. Okay, so we will assume let the rate be r percent per annum, r percent per annum. Okay, so what will be the amount? 22,000 principal into 1 plus rate of interest is r divided by 100 and number of years is 2 years. Okay, 2 years, and this is equal to, our principal is rupees 22,000. Okay, because this is amount. Okay, your LHS is amount, so amount will be principal plus compound interest, which is given as 5596.80, 5596.80, sorry, 96.80. Now we can solve it for r. So 1 plus r by 100 to the power 2 equal to this. After adding, you will get 27596.80. Okay, so 27596.8 divided by 22,000 and 10 for the decimal, because we have removed decimal in the numerator. So one more zero, and it will become 28 by 25 to the power 2. Okay, now we can calculate r1 plus r by 100 equal to 28 by 25, or from this we will get r by 100 equal to 3 by 25, and from this we will get r equal to 12%. Okay, now we have interest rate, then we have time period, and we know the principal value, so we can calculate simple interest. So what is the simple interest? Principal, so rupees 22,000 into rate of interest, that is 12%, into time is 2 years divided by 100. So after calculating, we will get rupees 5280. So this is our answer. Okay, friends. So in this lecture, we have discussed some important concepts about compound interest, and we have solved some problems based on our discussion. Okay, thank you.